Hey guys, so today we're going to look at the inside cut feint dribble. So before I explain that dribble, let me just play this clip.
Además, vos llevarlo y amagar, intentar de amagar de salir para los lados hasta que queda mal parado y salís.
Yeah, so like Messi said, a lot of these moves, it's not just like one move like an inside cut or a feint and going past them. Like I mentioned, like feinting twice, that was very effective. So as you see that when you do that inside cut feint dribble, a lot of times you can transition to like multiple moves. Can you just see the type of dribble I'm talking about? Let's play this clip. Okay, so as Messi dribbles the ball, you see, like a lot of times when he dribbles this way, you see he always leans his shoulders to the side, and then he constantly keeps those shoulders tilted like this as he dribbles, and then before doing the next move. Sometimes it varies. In this case, he does like a little mini feint before maybe doing another feint, and then doing the pre-hip turn before doing the inside cut. But I see he does a lot of moves from this dribble. Sometimes, like he'll get close to a defender and like since like it kind of looks like an inside cut anyways, since the defender's not reacting, he'll just like cut through this way, and the defender can't really react because like it looks very similar. So to go over the main mechanics of the moves, you see that right foot generally it kind of like almost crisscrosses in. So this is kind of where he lands, and then as he brings that left foot in, he kind of like sweeps in this way, like over there. So this is kind of where like his left foot was. So it almost crisscrosses a little bit for his left foot where his right foot was. And at the same time, as he goes onto his right foot, he kind of like turns that hips, and then of course, as I mentioned, tilts those shoulders. And then as he touches the ball again, that those hips turn the other way. And also to note, kind of looks like he hops up a bit with his right foot, like this. You see that that angle with his right leg, so that kind of tells me he's hopping onto his left foot to dribble, just to give him some leverage on the move. So in many of my previous videos, I mentioned Messi's dribble against Boateng, so let me play this again. Okay, so the main mechanics I mentioned was, he takes that right foot and he kind of like hops up like this. And then he touches the ball on the way down and keeps that leg bent over there, and then he stomps on the ground. And then one thing that like I never really got was after he takes a touch with his right foot, you kind of notice where his left foot is. Usually it's fairly close to his left foot. A lot of times when I do it, generally my right foot's about there because I find it a bit easier. Sometimes I could make it close, but I really have to condition myself for like maybe a week of training. But I'm not sure really exactly how to do it. But after watching the previous clip, I could kind of know how to do it. So after like you hop onto the ball like this, kind of did what like Messi did, like maybe tilt my shoulders slightly, and then like turn my hip in this way, and that makes it easy to have my right foot closer to where my left foot was. Now here's an inside cut from when you're dribbling straight ahead and then you make a cut to the side. Okay, so you see after he takes a touch, that right foot, it kind of like swoops in, inside this way to give some leverage, and then you don't see it, but naturally you do kind of lean to the side, so your shoulders will be tilted before you go in and cut this way. So from the first clip, like the mechanics are almost similar when you dribble, because your left foot is coming in here, your shoulders are tilted, and then you're kind of like swooping in with your left foot like this as you take touches, and then if you do an inside cut, it's a lot harder to tell because it looked like the previous dribble. And here's one final clip of Messi doing the inside cut feint dribble. So as Messi approaches this defender, you see it's a typical inside cut feint dribble. That right foot kind of sweeps in here and like crisscrosses in a way, and then Messi's and the shoulders tilted, the hips are turned there, and then as Messi kind of swoops in like almost like this way with his left foot, that hip turns over there, and looks like he hops with his right foot. And as he goes, he keeps that shoulder tilted there, and then since it looks like an inside cut, he can just take this one move with, to like put his foot there, and I've done it before, but it's almost like a skip feint or a toe drag feint. Sometimes you have to touch the ball before going to the other side. So again, like if had he not done this kind of dribble with this kind of stance, the defender wouldn't be thinking to go this way, since this move is similar to his previous touch. And then just with this move, you can glide past them. Okay, so here's my first attempt. The first attempt, I try to tilt my shoulders as I dribble, but kind of see my right foot's kind of out there, whereas he kind of crisscrossed where his left foot was, so this would have been here usually. So the next clip I tried to correct by kind of making sure my right foot was in this way, and this is actually where I do the move, so it generally should look like as much as I do when I do the inside cut. And here's my second attempt, where I try to bring my right foot in a bit more crisscrossed. So like before, I try to keep those shoulders tilted as I dribble, and then this time making sure my right foot was there rather than there. But one thing I found was different is, you see, kind of when I touch the ball, it's like it seems like my hips are fairly straight when I touch with my left. I kind of just go straight ahead and I touch the ball head on. Or you see Messi, you see a lot of times you see that leg kind of swoops and out from right to left this way, and as a result, he also turns those hips from as he touches his left, and then at the same time when he lands on his right, he turns the opposite way. So next up, I also try to turn my hip as I touch with my left, as well as swooping in my left foot from outside to in. Okay, and here's the next attempt. Okay, so I try to keep those shoulders tilted. Making sure, see that right foot, it's a little wide here, but making sure it's not out too far, and then turning that hip out this way, and then swooping that left foot from outside in. So I think when you swoop your foot from outside in and kind of turn your hip out and then come back in, it's reminiscent of an inside cut, because you're kind of turning with the ball to go over to the side. So if you dribble that way, that can add some flair as you approach the defender. Now, as I mentioned, my right foot was a little too wide, so when I watched Messi, you see as he comes here, for the most part, you see where his left foot is, it's over there, and then as he kind of crisscrosses his right foot over there, so it's almost slightly to the side of where the right of where his left foot was, and then consistently keeps crisscrossing. So next time when I try to do it, try to make sure I could bring it over, and then imagine there's a line over there, so I'm kind of trying to crisscross this line with for both my right foot and my left foot. And here's my final attempt. So as I dribble the ball, keep those shoulders tilted, and then try to turn that hip out from out to in, and then that's the same with the left leg, and then I try to crisscross this right foot there, wherever my left foot was, as best as I can. Yeah, one thing I found that helped was kind of jumping up a little bit with my right foot, so you kind of see that it's angled up a little bit over there. So I think when he started the video that I mentioned, that's what Messi did. So that's something I can build upon from here.